Satnam. If you're experiencing confusion these days, that's perfectly normal. In fact, Yogi Bhajan, the master of Kundalini Yoga, once was asked by a student, how do I get rid of confusion? And he looked at her and he said, when you find out, let me know, because that's how I live all the time. So confusion isn't the problem. Confusion is a symptom that your consciousness is shifting and becoming more and more in the now, more and more into this present moment. The Aquarian Age is about truth, right? Well, the truth is that there's only this moment. That's all that exists. This moment between you and me. You know, you're watching this on your computer screen, whatever. You're listening to my words. This is the only thing that's real. So the problem comes in with the mind and the ego during these states of confusion. You know, you may be experiencing perfect crystal clear clarity one moment and then overwhelming doubts and fears and not knowing where to turn the next. It's totally normal. So the problem is when the ego and the mind get in there and start writing stories, start writing horror stories for you. And the big secret that you need to know about the ego is that it's not very creative. So the stories are pretty boring, you know. I'm going to end up on the street, cold, alone, no money, no food. I'll have to go through garbage bins for food. And I'll just die, you know, alone, cold. And if you share your worst fear with a trusted friend or your partner, and they tell you the truth, they'll say, "Oh yeah, I felt that sometimes. Oh yeah, I've had thoughts like that. Isn't that weird? It must be just me and you." And it's like, no, it's all of humanity. We deal with the same ego. So the truth is that your creativity, and our very nature is creativity, right? Creativity is cannot be tamed. Creativity is unpredictable. It's wild. You know, you just have to look at nature. Even nature, I mean, we've tried to control it as a humanity, but if we got booted off the planet tomorrow, the planet would just restore herself. There would just be green everywhere again. So it's not something to be controlled. So creativity is in the present moment. So that can cause a lot of fear and anxiety with the mind and the ego, because you don't know what's going to happen next, you know. So it's like a little raindrop. That little raindrop's just about to become a snowflake. It's like quantum physics. There's an infinite array of possibilities where that raindrop could go to become a unique snowflake. So you're the same way. So when those feelings come up of confusion and what am I going to do, and the stories by the mind and the ego, is you choose. You know, it's really about a choice. Am I going to choose the fear, or am I going to choose something different? So something different, I mean, what you can do, people love to know what can I do, what can I do? What you can do is reframe it. Spirituality is really a shift in your perspective and how you perceive reality. So reframe it to what's going to happen here. I really want to know how this is going to all turn out. This is quite the challenge I'm in. This is quite the pickle. I wonder how God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is going to work this out for me. So you go to a space of curiosity. A curiosity. The second thing you can do that won't cost you a dime, you can do this anywhere too, even in the middle of the mall, you're not going to look crazy, is you inhale, and while you're holding the breath, you mentally vibrate the word victory. So inhale, hold the breath, and mentally vibrate the word victory. And that is the vibration of the soul. And so Yogi Bhajan said, when you do that, you have the strength of hundreds of angels behind you. So it's inhaling, mentally vibrate victory, and then exhale all the anxiety and the fear and the doubt away. So those are two things you can do. And when confusion comes, know that it comes with a lot of creativity, a lot of opportunity for growth and change, and to trust. You know, the question on the table right now is, am I going to trust my soul, or am I going to continue to trust my mind and ego? Trust your soul. Your soul knows exactly where you need to go in this incarnation. And if you feel called, please let me know your greatest challenge. Write it below the YouTube channel, or on my website, or my Facebook group. Otherwise, Satnam, and enjoy the journey.